Welcome, everyone. I'm Marcia McNutt, President of the National Academy of Sciences, and it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to this event on COVID-19 in Africa, being hosted by the National Academy of Sciences. We're honored to be a member of the Partnership for Evidence-Based Response to COVID-19, otherwise known as PERC. The academies through PERC have been engaging our network of experts in the U.S. and Africa to evaluate and disseminate reports with an eye towards building response capacity in numerous countries and regions in Africa. Thank you to our sponsors at Resolve to Save Lives, an initiative of vital strategies for supporting such critical work and being a leader in this space. Let me start by giving you a little background on the National Academies. For those of you who are not familiar with us, the National Academy of Sciences was established in 1863 by an act of Congress signed by President Lincoln as a private, non-governmental institution to advise the nation on issues related to science and technology. Here at the National Academy of Sciences, we work closely with the National Academy of Engineering and the National Academy of Medicine to advise our nation on public policy issues with science, engineering, health, and technology at their core. We also work with science academies around the world through the Inter-Academy Partnership to provide advice on important national and global issues. Now, the topic we're taking up today is of vital importance. COVID is one of those crises that requires a global coordinated effort because all of our boundaries are porous. At the academies, we place great importance on solving not just the direct, but also the indirect effects of COVID-19 as it cascades through society, through the economy, through infrastructure, and to the environment. Our divisions at the National Academies are addressing these aspects in both science, engineering, and society. Our work with PERC started in May 2020 when the U.S. and other nations around the world were faced with a public health crisis of national and global concern. This project is one of the few international activities at the academies on COVID-19 and the only one building upon our past relationships with academies in Africa. The academies are happy to be involved in this work as we made our expertise and convening power available and accessible to international efforts. Global engagement is critical in times like these, since solving the pandemic requires solving it everywhere. We have strong ties to African science academies dating back to 2004, when we undertook a 10-year initiative, the African Science Academy Development Initiative, or ASADI, with support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. In ASADI, African countries made an investment to establish and strengthen science academies across the continent. We were honored to be part of that process, and we can now see the global science community reaping the benefits of those prior investments. In today's panel, we will hear from representatives of science academies in Ethiopia, Nigeria, South Africa, and Uganda on their activities to provide crucial advice and guidance to local and regional government officials, to policymakers, and to other stakeholders on COVID-19. Thank you for providing your valuable insights and experiences on the COVID situation in your countries. I'd like to thank Keith Klugman for moderating today's event and serving as an advisor to the project team, and to Tom Frieden, President and CEO of Resolve to Save Lives, for your organization's leadership to keep the U.S. globally engaged during the pandemic. I apologize that I can't join you for today's session, but I look forward to catching the recording of what is sure to be a very engaging panel and discussion. I'll close with a hopeful note. So much has been achieved in this last difficult year. It can only continue with global engagement and partnerships. In moments like these, we recognize the importance of reaching out to our global academy networks and partners to share resources and expertise that can help nations cope with the crisis. As we near the end of the COVID-19 pandemic, we must not forget there are other global challenges that require collaboration, such as climate change, sustainability, equal access to education and technology, among and many others. We at the Academy remain ready and available to continue collaborating on these other pressing issues. So I wish you well today and look forward to seeing the result. Thank you. Bye.